air guns, reviews, and shooting. Hey everybody, welcome to the Air Guns Reviews and Shooting channel once again. Today I decided I would do a little overall review on one of my first and most simple airsoft guns. So let's jump into it. So today we're going to be reviewing this little gun right here. It doesn't originally come black and white. It actually originally comes clear and black. But I decided to paint it black and white because I thought it looked a little bit nicer. But that doesn't change the gun whatsoever. So first of all, this is Crosman's Stinger p311. As you can see right there. I don't know, let me try to adjust that in. Okay, it says right there, Stinger p311. Kind of hard to see. But this gun is for the price of about $12 to $15, which you can get it from. This gun works exceptionally well. I know I use the word exceptionally a lot, but I like it. So this gun right here is an airsoft gun, which means it shoots a 6mm BB. Let me grab one of those for you to see. These are 6mm BBs. They're plastic 6mm airsoft BBs. And if you don't know what airsofting is, it's a sport where people will take replica air guns, airsoft guns, and they will go have wars and shoot with them. I also like to collect them just to have fun target practice, plinking around in my backyard. That's what my sole purpose when I got this was for. As you can see, this replicates a 1911. So 1911s you'll learn as you watch more of my videos are probably one of my favorite guns in the pistol realm of world. And this gun weighs 0.25 pounds. It is very light. It's made of full plastic, but the thing I like about plastic guns like this is they feel really sturdy, and they don't wobble around at all. That's something that metal guns will do, like this, maybe more expensive, higher quality metal gun, which shoots probably better, but it'll wobble around a little bit because it does have that metal construction. So that's a nice thing about this gun right here, that it's light, it looks nice, and it's sturdy. That's some of the pros. Some of the cons I have to go over real quick are that, like being plastic, it has a flimsy magazine. Right here, this is a kind of crappy flimsy magazine. It gets the job done, but, you know, I'd prefer something a little bit better quality. How it works is you're going to pull down this all the way down there until it locks. You fill it up with BBs. Let me grab those again. By pressing down on this little lever right here, pouring BBs into the gun, like that, and pressing this little button to pop them all into the top. So now you have a magazine with some BBs in it. Now how you insert the magazine and take it out is like this. You insert the magazine like this, and you press this button, hold on, let me see if you can see it, right here, to release the magazine. I'm not going to do that right now because one of the cons of this gun, again, is when you take out the magazine, 2 BBs fall out with it. So, sometimes they get stuck in the gun. Sometimes it's 1 or 2 BBs, but as you can see there, a BB fell out. Put that right back in the gun. So, overall, I pretty much really enjoy this gun. It looks even better when you paint it, and how I painted it is pretty simple. I took the slide off and the hand grips off, which are removable, and I just spray painted them white with a glossy white. Now, this gun does not have adjustable sights, but it has a pretty good pair of fixed iron sights. Let me put those up against my forehead so you can see them, if I can do that. Let's pretend I'm shooting myself. So there you go. They kind of line up like that, and I think they work pretty well. I mean, it doesnst have that kind of flimsy plastic, too. It has a nice, almost polymer-feeling plastic, which I really enjoy, too. And it also has a trademark Crosman logo on the handle right there. So, I've talked about this gun pretty much as I can. It's a fairly simple pistol. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the shooting portion of this video. As you can see here, we have the Stinger p311 and its magazine loaded with 8 shots. Count them and tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to do all 8 shots into the target and then see the accuracy that this gun can provide. So I've set up a target about 15 feet away from where I'm going to be shooting on my punching bag here. It's pretty sturdy. And I'm using a trap target, which means that I don't have to worry about it ricocheting or hitting my walls and damaging anything, because once it hits that target, if I miss the target, then I'm screwed, but if I get it inside that target, it'll just trap all the BBs for me. So let's get on to shooting. Okay, so here I am with my Stinger p311, and I'm going to shoot. The first 4 shots I'm going to shoot with the camera pointing at me, so you can see what it looks like for me to shoot it. Then the next 4 shots I'll have the camera pointing at the target, so you guys can see the BBs hitting the target and where they're hitting the target. So let's go. This is a spring-powered gun, so you have to prime it or pull the slide back every single time. It really isn't that difficult. So I think that was 4 shots. We're gonna go look at the target, and then we will shoot the next 4 shots. We're here at the target, and it looks like it did fairly well. We have 2 shots right above the 7 and 8, right there, and we've got the next 2 shots right next to the 7 and 8 up there. So this gun, as we can see, might be shooting a little bit off and like up a little bit, because this gun doesn't have hop up. It's gonna spin up a little bit as you're shooting, especially at closer ranges. But I'd say it's fairly accurate. And again, I'm using this target, which is approximately the size of my hand, so it's a pretty small target also. So I'd say that was pretty good. I'm gonna set up another target here on my trap target. I've got one right here, and I'm gonna put it inside this trap target. Hold on, give me a second. We're gonna put this inside this trap target right here. We're going to take another 4 shots at it, and hopefully you guys can see what the gun is doing and the accuracy and power and stuff like that. So stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, firing. So we took our 4 shots at this target, and it looks like the cluster's pretty good, actually. So we're back here with the Stinger p311, and you just saw me finish up my last shots. And I was going to show you that last cluster right here on camera. So as you can see, they're all within the black. They're kind of hard to see, but we have 2 right here and 2 down there, and I think the cluster's pretty darn good. Considering that this is a $15 plastic spring piston airsoft gun, it's performing quite well. I wouldn't use this airsofting though on the field because it takes so long to prime the blaster every single time, and the non-reliable magazine. But for planking around in your backyard, having fun, shooting at some cans, and even some small targets, you're definitely going to get some pretty good accuracy up to probably 30 feet. After that, I wouldn't really trust this. Another huge thing is there's lots of different types of airsoft BBs. There's .12s, and then there's .20s, .22s, .25s. Now, I would not go anything below .20s. I was just using .20s just now, .20s, and those seem to work pretty well, but with this kind of gun, you need something heavier, because without heaviness, they're just going to shoot out of here and spin around and be very accurate. I tried using some .12s, and this is what the projectile looked like. Woo! It basically created a huge quadratic line going all the way up like that. So I definitely use a heavier weight and gram BB. Probably the best bet's going to be a .25. I use those occasionally too, and those seem to get the best accuracy out of this gun. So overall, I'm going to give this gun a very good rating. For its price, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. You can probably see the 7's coming out of the sturdiness, the looks, the price, obviously, and the accuracy. The other 3 that are missing out of that 10, it's going to be obviously the plastic. I mean, I like plastic, but it's a light gun. It's not the best quality gun. The accuracy isn't amazing. I can get something way more accurate than that out of a more expensive gun. But overall, for the price of this gun, and if you're looking for a beginner airsoft or just air gun that you want to plink around and shoot with, this is a very good option. So definitely go pick yourself up one of these, throw it in your collection, and you'll have a lot of fun with it.